Hi everyone, welcome back to Hot Custom YouTube channel. Today review is what you can see here in front of you, and that is actually the Kyosho lottery car that I just got in a lottery draw like a week or two ago. So of course I have actually shared with you on my YouTube channel on how to play the Kyosho lottery game, which per ticket is cost around 800 yen in Japan. Of course, you have breakdown in prices in terms of A, B, C, D, and so on and so forth. So, of course, you can check out my other video on that. So, today is actually the review of all these lottery cards, which I actually got in the draw. So, of course, the very first one I got is actually the D prize, which I actually, in fact, just only spent 2 tickets. And one of the Miura is actually going to my buddy in the north, the Lamborghini Miura. And this is actually the D prize, which comprises of 2 cars. So the car is actually the Esteron as well as the Huracan Super Trophy. And you can see that for the A prize and B prize, you actually have 3 cars each, and C and D you actually have just 2 cars each. So for the second time when I went for this Lamborghini lottery car, there was around 20 over ticket left, and I actually never played. The third time I went, he only left 5 tickets. So I actually buy out all the 5 tickets. And why? Because one of the 5 tickets out of the 5, they have one with the C prize, which is actually the Aventador SV Coupe as well as the Centenario. So the Centenario is actually the one that I actually quite like it, and it's come in blue as well, which is actually quite nice in terms of the colorway. So of course I actually just buy out the ticket, and I got this C, I got 2O, the Miura again. And actually I got this as well. This is actually the Centenario in terms of the gunmetal body with yellow trimming. It's actually quite nice. It's actually the H price. So this one is actually very comparable to the Tomica Centenario mainline, which is actually quite nice. But this one I actually let it go to my buddy who actually need it. So this one will be passing to him, as well as the Lamborghini Countach LP500S. So this is come in yellow, and surprisingly we can actually see that Tomica Limited has actually, Tomica Premium has actually had the red one, which is the Takara Tomy Mall. And in the latest news, they actually announced that they're going to come out with the Countach in 1:43 with all the opening parts at 3,000 yen, 3,500 yen. So that was the news like a couple of days ago for the Lamborghini, but this is Kyosho. So of course today's review is actually the C price and the D price, and this is actually the pair, which is the Esteron, the Super Trophy, as well the SV Coupe, the Aventador, as well as the Centenario. So the Centenario is the one that is actually one of my favorite, as well as the Super Trophy, and we shall actually open it up and we take a look. So of course before this, we actually open it up beforehand, and there's 2 boxes here. You can see that actually for the C price, D price, or whichever price that matters, actually the make of the casting is all made of the same quality, I can say. It's just only a matter of difference in quantity and the number of cars. Actually all these cars actually do not pale in terms of comparison with each of them, and they actually are equally detailed. They actually, I believe, came in rubber tire as well, and of course the body parts, everything is all the same. So let me just open this. Alright, so you can see right now all of that has actually been opened up, and actually it's very interesting to note that they actually came with collector card as well. So you can see actually this collector card is actually just it's a 2-sided collector card. You can actually see the full range of the Centenario here, as well as the specs for the Centenario. So this is maybe the bio for it, and it's actually quite nice. Of course the color as well is different. I believe that this is actually a generic collector card. So you can see here, this is actually the Aventador SV Coupe, and of course you can see that Here also came with a collector card as well. It's still the same. It's actually just all white. I believe that it's actually following the very first one that is actually in white. The first casting, which I believe this is actually from the A price. It comes with a collector card, and you can actually see the label here, Lamborghini Minicar Collectors Collection. I can see actually the Italian stripes here. So it's actually very nice. Of course, you can see that here it's just actually just a flip case. Flip just a paper that actually just sliding, and it actually came in things like this. So of course they actually just screw it with a screw here to secure with a screw, and here you are, and you have this one. Actually last time used to be some sort like the Sunku store exclusive, but maybe Sunku has already closed down already in Japan. So you can actually find it in some of the retail, majority of the convenience stores, as well as the hobby shop. They came with it. So what you can see here is actually the Huracan Super Trophy here. This is very expected. You have the collector card here, as well as you have the specs. So for here you only have 2 cars. So this yellow one is actually quite nice. I actually like this quite a lot. But in the lottery draw, actually it was sold out. I believe that this one was some sort like M price or whichever. But yellow is just actually too nice. So yeah, silver is quite nice as well. And actually is actually considered like the D price, which is the 4th price. So you can see here they actually have the side mirror as well, which actually is quite impressive. And the last one is actually the Esteron. So this Esteron, I believe, is some sort like the, yeah, it's actually a new technology car. So it actually is a super car as well. It actually is quite impressive. It came in actually 2 colors, but of course in terms of dynamism and in terms of sportiness, it actually pales with the Huracan Super Trophy. So I believe that the Super Trophy is actually much nicer. But what I like the Esteron is actually the rim. So I actually should do a detailed close-up on it. But before all this, let me just put this one side. Before all this, the one that I told you guys that why I actually buy out that 5 tickets is because of the last prize. So the last prize is actually this monster. Let me just bring it on. It's actually this monster. This monster is actually the Huracan, Lamborghini Huracan LP610-4. It's actually in 1:18. It's not a normal in 1:43 or 1:24 like the model car category. It actually is 1:18. And this is absolutely free. This comes in $0. It do not have a price tag on it. This is actually the last car. When you buy out all the last ticket, there may be like 100 ticket on their board, and you got the last ticket, you buy out the last ticket, means that you buy the last 5 ticket. Like me, for example, I got the 5 cars, and this is actually the 6th car. So I'll bring home this for absolutely nothing. And this is the one I believe that is actually on par with the first prize, or if not better than the first prize. So this is actually the catch for the lottery. You actually either win the first prize, but the first prize they may have a 2 or 3, but this one is actually just 1, the last prize. What I love about this is actually it's all diecast body, as well as rubber wheels, as well as it's just the enlarged version of the lottery car. Just take a look at this as compared with the Centenario. So the Centenario, I put the Centenario here together with the 164, together with 1:18. There is a whole lot of difference, and this is actually my very first 1:18 car. I can tell that this is actually not the sort of the A grade, sort of the Kyosho details. I believe that when you come to 1:18, detail actually matters. I can see that this is actually not the A grade. I think that the detail is still not as detailed as those are initial model, or whichever the auto art. For all we know, I do not have that big scale car, but that I believe that is actually maybe a much better build than this lottery car. So alright, let's actually get to the close up of the car. I shall unscrew the car from the base for the 1:64. Alright, let's just kickstart with the D price, and that is actually the Lamborghini Esteron. So this one is actually came with a 2-car set. It came with the Super Trofeo, and it actually came in silver, So the 2 cars actually share the same colorway, and this one is actually a much more, it's a little bit unusual because it's not your usual Lamborghini. Actually look futuristic. So it looked like a concept car, but it's not. I believe this is actually one of the offerings by Lamborghini. And you can see that it's actually very sleek in terms of the wheel set. Actually, I quite like the wheel set, and I actually love the construct of it. But of course, it doesn't look really fierce. And in terms of the supercar category, it just looks too sleek and too futuristic, that it doesn't really have the Lamborghini treatment to it, I feel. So I feel that this is actually, it's nice, it's sleek, but it's actually not very fierce enough. So when it comes to details, it's actually quite super as well. You can see actually the rear light, you can see the exhaust, which is actually very detailed, very nice. And you can actually see that the light is actually made of plastic, which I believe is actually the same body as the windows. So let's go to the Super Trofeo. This one is really nice. It's a distinctive of the Lamborghini creation. So this is one look, you know that this is actually the Lamborghini supercar, and the Super Trophy is actually very fast in the real car. I actually see more or less the Huracan, the Super Trophy on the sleeper car on Netflix, and Lamborghini is just very fast. When you just drive on it, it just go full way in, and it's just very powerful. So this is really a testament of that in 1:64, and you can see that it actually came in the same paint job, the same colorway as well. The wheel set is actually quite nice, as well as the detail level are there. I actually hope that it's actually in yellow, which is actually not the D price. It's actually maybe an M price, or the M price which actually is sold out, because I believe that is actually will be a much more nicer color than this. This one looks sleek and nice, but it doesn't look really sporty. So yes, but when we come to the Aventador SV Coupe, it's actually a different contrast altogether. This is actually the C price, and you can see that the colorway is actually very rich, very vibrant. It's actually, the box set is actually looking quite dull and dark, but when you come to here, you open up the car, and then you see under here, it's actually looking blue, and it's actually very vibrant blue. It's sort of the sky blue color. You can see the Lamborghini logo here, which is very distinctive. The rear light is actually very nice. You can see the SV logo type here, and this is a very super nice supercar. I actually love this Aventador a lot. This is actually, among all, one of my most favorite lottery car here. And the next one is actually the Centenario. So the Centenario is the second car of that C price, and you can see that actually the wheel set is actually very dynamic. It's actually very nice. The colorway is the same. You share the same color treatment. The consistency is there. You can see the Lamborghini logo here, which is actually had another small logo here, and the third logo on the front. So actually it's actually super nice. There's actually also a groove here, which is actually cool. So in terms of detail, it's actually 10/10. In terms of treatment, it's actually nice. But somehow, you can see that this range of Kyosho is actually made for at 800 yen price point. It actually is comparable to the magazine car, which is my very first Kyosho that I got from Nikko Publishing. So this is actually the magazine car from Nikko Volume 1, and this is a Lamborghini Veneno Roadster. I believe I got this in late 2013 or early 2014 while I was cycling in Japan. I actually went to a very remote place with my friends, and we were getting some drinks in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the night. Just too tired in the total darkness. The convenience store is just like a glimpse of light. And out of thirst, when I just getting all my beverages and all my drinks, I actually saw this magazine car. I told myself that I only collect Hot Wheels at that point of time, not getting other diecast car, but I pick up this because it's just too irresistible and nice. I still have the magazine till my present day. I actually put this very first Kyosho in my luggage, and I bring it back. Never regretted because it's very nice. All the cars can actually roll quite well as well, to my surprise. Although some of the Kyosho can't roll, but this one actually roll in terms of moderate. It's can roll. It's very nice. But here's the thing. This lottery car as well as the magazine car at this price point is actually not very comparable to casting such as this. Let me just let this Centennial actually spin here for a while. This is the Toyota 2000 GT that I actually reviewed like 2 days back, 2 or 3 days back. This is actually the Kyosho Japan Post Office stamp car. You can actually check out my other video for this. And in terms of the finishing with my eyes, it actually is much better. One step, maybe this is the A grade and this is the B grade. It's actually in a higher part than this. The paint quality and the finishing is actually much better, and the intricate for the details as well as the precision is actually much more detailed than this lottery car. Of course, this one actually priced at maybe around 3,500 yen, which my buddy got for me in Japan. It came with the stamp set, but even that, this one I can say that it's actually very comparable to TLV, while this is not. This one, if you place by TLV, it just actually lose miserably. So this one, there is a difference. You can see that for this is actually the Kyosho 10th anniversary Laferrari model. This one is actually much better and much more well built than this as well, because I can see with my eyes. I can't default it because I actually can see right up close. It's actually made of a much better build than this. And let me just actually look. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but my eyes actually doesn't play a trick on me. It actually made of a much better quality than this lottery car. Of course, this Kyosho 10th anniversary model Laferrari is actually, it's not very cheap. You can see that for this red one is actually much more distinctive. Is because the paint job, everything actually is actually much better. It actually pearlized, and the details here is actually much more sleek and much more well made than the lottery car. Of course, the price point, they are actually totally in a different category or a different story. So I believe there are actually tiers in terms of Kyosho finishing as well. Even the 1:18, it actually doesn't really seems like it is the top of the line sort of the Kyosho product. Of course, I can't say that I have many Kyosho to compare with, but I have a couple in terms of the supercar, because Kyosho always have a wide range of supercar. So this is my conclusion. Alright, well, that's all for my review. I should actually think of a better way on how to review that 1:18. Maybe putting on my modeling stand or whichever. Well, thanks everyone for tuning to my channel. And please remember to subscribe to Hot Custom YouTube channel. Give a like, any comment, please to comment below. Especially if you think that their quality are actually all the same. They are not different. So please to advise me on that. And I do actually will gladly reply to your comment for some of the Kyosho fans here. And of course, I do upload video to my channel every week. Thanks everyone. Goodbye and good night.